that day off and the 17 days you guys have left, just how do you kind of piece together going through that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, 17 in a row this time of year, all the bullpen guys are hot. They have been. They're going to continue to be. So we just have to be mindful on workload. There's going to be some games where we may have to extend somebody to give them an extra day, just different things like that. But we're going to work really closely with, medical, S&C, sports science, and the pitching group to really determine what workload looks like for these guys. But we have the arms to do it. We have the length options in the bullpen, so we feel good about that.
How are things with John Means? Or what's next?
Good. He's throwing a bullpen right now. So once he gets out of this bullpen, we see how he's feeling, then we'll determine what the next step is for him.
Just anything on Carlos, just with it being released yesterday, just some thoughts on that?
Obviously a tough day. What Carlos Santana has meant to this organization and to our team can't be put into words. He's one of the best people I've met in the game, one of the best teammates, one of the best players. And, obviously this time of year is where a lot of guys go through the waivers and it doesn't get brought up. But when Carlos Santana goes on waivers, it's big news. And then he had asked, if I clear, would you guys mind granting me my release? I'd like to go try and play somewhere else. And, obviously with somebody with his track record, his experience, we're going to obviously give him that opportunity. And but this provides an opportunity for CJ and Kyle to play more first base, to get some more at bats. And again, we're going to miss Carlos a lot, but we wish him well.
Did you have to tell him, or did Chris tell him, or how did he find out?
When they made him aware, Chris and Mike, obviously they've had the long relationship with Carlos, so they spoke with him the day that he was put on waivers, and that was when the conversation started.
What do you think his legacy is in and out of that clubhouse?
He's probably going to be in the Cleveland Hall of Fame here in a few years, I would guess. What he's meant is 3 different stints here, playing on a World Series team, coming back. He always calls this home, and even throughout this process, he just was super grateful and thankful and referred to the people here in Cleveland as his family. And just what he's taught our young guys as well, it's invaluable.
When you knew there was an opportunity to bring him in after the Neyland trade, what did you anticipate getting in him? The leadership qualities, the bat quality?
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it in the early part of the year, right? He's a guy who plays Gold Glove defense every single day, quality at bats from both sides, and just somebody who can give our young team some knowledge and some expertise and some ideas on what it's going to take for them to have a long career. And I've been around very few people that take better care of themselves than Carlos Santana. I've been around very few people who work as hard as he did, and it was really fun to get to know him and work with him.
How are you guys doing this matchup with Seattle? I know it's not even September yet, but how big is this weekend for you guys?
It's huge. Every weekend is huge. Every series is huge from here on out, and especially, we play the teams that we're chasing. And we have an opportunity to gain games in the standings against them. You can't ask for anything more than that. And this Seattle team's really good. They've got some really good players. They got some really good pitchers, and they play the game well. So we have our work cut out for us. We have to go out and execute and play our best version.
What stood out about what happened when you guys played them the first time? What were any observations you made from how you guys played?
I thought we played one of our worst series of baseball all year. They put a lot of pressure on us, and we didn't handle it well. We didn't pitch well. We didn't hit. Just a really bad combination, and kind of the beginning of a tough stretch for us. It was when we were in Seattle. So we're looking to right that this weekend.
How would you say your team has evolved to be better than it was from that series you were talking about?
We've gained more and more experience every day. I think we're very young. We're very young. We're very inexperienced, and obviously losing Carlos, that went up even more. So, but our guys have worked extremely hard. They're banking every single game and learning from it and growing. And we've been through a lot this year, but I really like the way we're playing baseball right now, and we just have to continue to push that and get it better.
Stands out to you about George Kirby?
A lot. George, probably one of the best strike throwers in baseball. He comes right after you with 5 pitches, 2 very good fastballs, 2 very good spin pitches, and a split change. And he's a big frame, really lanky, and it's coming at you, and he's not afraid of the strike zone. So he can make pitches at any time. We have to be ready for mistakes, and he's going to attack, so we got to be ready to go.
Just back to CJ and Kyle real quick. Is there a plan for how you want to use them? Is there a number of innings or games you want to see either one playing in the field? Or
No, I don't think we have a set plan by any means. We just want to see both of them in the lineup as much as possible versus right-handed pitching, and This also gives both of them maybe a few more opportunities to face lefties. You know, they've shown that they can handle left-handed pitching at times, and we just want to continue to give them, you know, they're not going to play every single day. Just like we've said, we've got 2 guys that play every single day. So, but this does give the opportunity for CJ to play some more right field, to play some more first, for Kyle to play some more first, and allows us to use the DH spot during this 17-game stretch to maybe get some guys off their feet and give them a DH day.
Does it open up more opportunities for David Fry to DH as well?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, we use everybody. You've seen it. We're going to continue to operate that way.
Is there any chance that Fry could play first base at this point?
Again, he's not ready to do that yet. We'll cross that bridge if it does come up. But again, the number one priority for David is getting his elbow rehabbed, ready to catch next year.
Do you have any, I know you weren't here, do you have any memories of the 95 Indians, or is there anything that pops up in your head?
Yeah, I think I was 10 during that summer. So I just remember how good they were and how deep that lineup was. I remember, you know, watching those guys just launching balls all over the field and how good they were. I remember I can picture games, playoff games, watching on TV. So I know this is going to be a really exciting weekend for Cleveland fans. It's a really, really cool team to bring back. I just got to shake the hands of these guys, and I'm like, man, I totally remember watching you growing up. And it's just a really, really fun event.
So were you always a baseball guy, even when you were a kid, or did you do other things?
I mean, I've played a bunch of different sports, but I've always been in love with the game of baseball. My dad put a bat in my crib as a baby, and my older brother, my grandfather was a baseball fanatic. So I've been a big fan of the game, baseball card collector my whole life, and I just love the history of this game. And that's our job. Our job is to leave the game in a better place than when we got it, and that's why I'm still working in baseball.
What's the coolest card ever you had in your collection?
Oof, I had a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card that was pretty cool. And then I had a Mark McGuire Team USA baseball rookie card as well. So, but I just liked collecting cards of the players that I really liked, and nothing better than opening a pack and getting that terribly awesome piece of gum and chewing it for 2 seconds and spitting it out. And,
Well, the card smelled so good, right?
then the cards you don't like, you put in your bike spokes, and that's what we do.
What's the one thing that stands out about Kyle Raleigh that blows you away with the season he's having this year?
His ability to catch as many games as he does and still remain, you know, able to drive the ball out of the yard. Your legs are smoked this time of year. Your whole body's toast. And for him to stay consistent the way he is and be the game caller and leader that he is, and I was so fortunate to work with him for the 1 year and get to know him, and makes it fun to root for him. I hope he has a terrible weekend. And then picks up right where he left off. But no, again, I've said it earlier, I'll continue to say this is one of the greatest MLB seasons we've ever seen, given his position and what he's doing.
95, you start the season coming back from the injured list. What was it like trying to join that team when it was already rolling?
It was exciting. I didn't want to lose that year completely with the injury that I had. Allegedly, I was supposed to be out the whole year, and I was able to manage with the help of Fernando Montes and the training department, Jimmy Warfield, Paul Specusa. I was able to come back way ahead of schedule because I didn't want to miss that year. I knew it was a special group. It was awesome.
I think people forget 94, you guys got stopped because of the labor situation. How much did that affect how you guys went to 95 wanting to make up?
Not a bit. Not a bit, because we felt that with the players that we got, with veteran players that kind of taught us how to turn that corner with Oral, Eddie, and Dennis Martinez, veteran player Tony Pena, they helped me tremendously. Those guys kind of gave us that confidence in 94 that when we went to 95, we already knew that we belonged.
All right, it was 40 years between playoff appearances. When you guys clinched, did you realize how important that was to this city?
Yes, we all knew. We all knew. All those years, when I came here in 1990, in 91 we lost 100-something games. All those hard work and all that plan came to fruition when Gene Tomey caught that fly ball and we clinched. Nobody thought about personal accolades or nothing. They were thinking about, that's been that many years we haven't been in postseason. Let's celebrate this.